Mm-hmm. Oh God! Don't watch me record it. Yeah, I'm drinking from my Avatar 2 Way of Water cup, and it's blue. Okay, sorry. Anywho, um, gate. I mean Goonergate. Was it Gooner or Gooner? Gooner. Gooner. Okay, Goonergate. Jesus Christ, why? The only reason why I'm talking about this is because John Delarose and Melody Mack were just full of hypocrisies, and it kind of started what I think it believed Mack showed a talked about people who like this girl dancing from a video game. I don't know the video game. You know, I don't keep up with every video game, and I'm not really keeping up with all the news. But I kind of want to throw my 2 cents in about the hypocrisy of the religious zealots or of whatever. Because don't be wrong, I'm Christian, right? And I grew up in a very religious home or whatever, and you know me growing up, I can see how a lot of religions sometimes be hypocrisized. How we got what we got today, where we're allowing all this nonsense happen because people got tired of the overzealous of religion who are like putting like it is this, it is always this religion, this you can't do this, it's the devil, blah 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 blah, which push people to rebel or whatever to the point where they religion and stuff out of the United States, honestly. And that's a bad thing, honestly. But I'm not getting into that. That's neither here nor there. But we know that John Delarose, Melanie Mack, and a few of them, they're all Christian YouTubers, talk about their religion and talk about Jesus Christ and all that kind of stuff. But what I don't like, what I don't like it in hypocrisy is calling gamers pedos or weirdos, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just call people that just because they liked a girl dancing with her booty cheeks out. You get what I'm saying? First off, that's the problem with the other side. Is just that video games made for guys. Nobody asks you to play it. Nobody asks you to watch it. You are free to do whatever you want to. But this notion of censoring a game just because you don't like what's on in it is pretty crazy. That's the reason why we got the ugly females. That's the reason why we got the push for diversity and inclusion. That's why we got a whole bunch of lesbians and stuff like that because of nonsense like this. When y'all want to finger tattle at the fact that we're human. I a woman. I want my characters to look pretty and sexy. I'm sorry, I don't want to play a game where the characters are ugly. I really don't, man or woman. I'm sorry. You just can't get mad that I don't want to play as ugly characters. No, I don't want to play as characters who are gay. Honestly, I don't want to a race swap version of a character. I don't want to play as a female character all the time. Honestly, I really want to get back to playing as male characters who saves the girl at the end of the day and they have a cool makeout scene. You know what I'm saying? Or if I do play as a female, I want to see a voluptuous, sexy girl who knows that she's sexy and confident, but can still kick ass when she needs to. And if you want LGBT stuff in there, it's optional. It's optional. It is not the main story. It's not part of anything. It is an optional thing. I'm sorry that some people don't like it, but it is what it is because it's not enough LGBT people, diverse people, and these whole Christian zealots that are like clutchers who play video games. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I don't like it because if that's the case, Melody, if that's the case, John Delarose, then John, that whole Pokemon freaky shit that you've been doing with bronies and Pokemon, yeah, should have never happened if that's the case. You get what I'm saying? Your whole defending Eve and Laura Croft, you got to stop. And if that's the Gooner crap in the back, then then the little puppy dog from Chainsaw Man, that is nothing but degeneracy. You get what I'm saying? So your hypocrisy is on there, and the same thing for John. Like you're over here gooning for you know animals and furry butts, Like, it's on Twitter. You can go watch it. I'm not doing it because I don't want no strikes right now. And because I saw the thread, and it's a little perverted. It is a little bit perverted, and it's kind of gay because a lot of those characters are particularly male characters. So, to see Lucario's ass up in the air like that, and Mewtwo and him cuddling like that, what are you trying to say? And the same thing with the bronies thing is just, what are you trying? You get what I mean? So it's kind of weird. And then another thing too, this will go back to the comic book thing, is then John, you always trying to sell your comic books to us, Flying Sparks. Okay, but people open up your book and they're penny and bra shots of your character. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff like that or whatever. And she's voluptuous. Ain't nobody complaining about that. I have no problem with that. But what I'm saying is, you can't sit up here and call gamers losers, freaks, weirdos, and pedos for liking a 30-second clip of a girl. I mean, of a girl character who's in skimpy outfit, dancing. The person who did that, he did that. He put an emoji on her for her to dance because it's in the ability in the video game. That's it. You don't have to like it. But what you don't get to do, you don't get to call people pedos. You don't get to call them losers, rapists, whatever, or live in their mom's basement. No, you don't get to do that. Both of y'all don't get to do that at all. I haven't really been deep into the Goonergate thing, but I don't like the fact that y'all are trying to turn this into something. And then, I mean, at this point, y'all are grifting. You're grifting because, back in the day, we already know y'all was on the other side, but then when the other side kicked y'all out, y'all came over here. You get what I mean? So my thing is, I'm not saying cancel nobody or whatever, but what I'm saying is, you both of y'all and anybody else that's on your side. I know I think they said the quarter, and Razor Fist or whatever. I don't care. I'm just throwing out my piece right quick. Y'all need to apologize, and sometimes understand. Take a loss. Because sometimes you're going to say something from your audience that your audience just don't agree with. But what you don't do, you don't double down on it. You don't double down, especially if most of your audience disagree with it. Especially when you're accusing your audience of nasty stuff just because you don't like it. And you're talking about, we don't need perversion in video games at all. Okay, so why are you watching perverted versions of video game characters and TV characters? Rose, Melanie Mac. Why are you watching Chainsaw Man? The main character is nothing but a gooner. Like, his whole mission is he'll do whatever he wants. He'll do whatever they need him to do as long as he gets some pussy. I'm just being honest. You can get mad at a wall. It's the truth. So when you're saying stuff like this, it's a slap in the face to the audience. Like I said, apologize, move on, don't double down on it. But you can't get mad that your audience don't agree, and you can't, that you're losing out customers because I've seen both of them trying to throw this whole victim mentality, and people are trying to cancel them. No. Nobody's canceling you. They're trying to hold you accountable for your hypocrisy. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, for me, I say I don't want LGBT, but I have no problem supporting it if it's done correctly. I don't want to end the video games because it's video games that I play, and my fantasy is not with a man. You get what I mean? But I will watch movies and shows. One of the recent LGBT movies that I thought was amazing was Red, White, and Royal Blue. That's a LGBT movie. That's a LGBT movie. I have a LGBT friend. He I know what he is. We talk almost every day. You know what I'm saying? But he's not forcing anything. He's not forcing his sexuality on me or whatever. He's not coming out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing all of that nonsense that I see on TikTok or I see on YouTube or whatever that turns people off. Get what I'm saying? Um, he's not doing none of that. We're cool. We talk about geek stuff. He'll talk about his stuff, and I'll be like, yep, sure. We talk like bros, and that's it. And when I go and watch a movie or a show, of course, if it's done correctly. But what I don't like is when I'm picking up a comic book and I've been reading it for 30 damn years, and all of a sudden you say, "Oh yeah, the character that you've been reading for 30 something years, oh, all of a sudden they're gay." Excuse me? That stuff is where I have to draw the line, because again, I don't mind the stuff. What I'm saying is I don't want you to force it down people's throats, and that's what's been happening. So before anybody try to say, "Oh, I'm being hypocrisized" or anything, or the same thing with the black characters. No, I love black characters. I love black characters, and I think you should focus on black characters. But that shouldn't be the reason why you create something. You get what I'm saying? Um, I understand that we're minorities in the United States. It is what the hell it is. What let me see. I was watching, I'll give you an anime, two animes that I like that feature black characters. Um and they're Hachin and Mitchin and Carol and Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? Um Both of them, the main characters is black, and they have a white companion with them. For what I think Hachin is daughter, Mitchin, and Carol is Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? They are a musical duo. Oh, you gotta, if you guys haven't seen Carol and Tuesday and Hachin and Mitchin, please watch them. Great shows. I mean, great anime shows. Or what? But I don't bitch and moan and be like, damn, where is the original black? You know what I'm saying? You know, like that's why I called out the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, because y'all killed off an original black character to put a black female in there that didn't earn that right at all. And then you turned it into a female fest. And then what? You thought guys were going to show up for that? No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's what I'm saying. I will support if it makes sense, but when it don't make sense, I'm not watching. I'm not supporting it or whatever. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to call you guys goomers or whatever. Let's be honest. There are some gamers or people in general, and I even know like my homeboy, like they gooning, and guess what? They watch the what's on the hub. Mm-hmm. And I don't I don't say anything. And religion or not, hell, we've all had temptations and we've all seen it. Let's not kid ourselves. Um, that's it. But what I'm not gonna do is call people out and say that you're wrong. No, if you want to watch that stuff, go watch that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like sexy women and you want to goon to them, go ahead. Go ahead. You have every right to. But what I don't agree with is calling people, you know, terrible names or trying to accuse them just because they like fantasy. You get what I'm saying? I don't like that kind of stuff because, like I said, Melody, then why you get all those tattoos on your body? Why are you wearing not appropriate attire? You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with John. Like you always want to talk about religion, but then you and white thing on it when it comes to certain things that you don't know because you want us to buy your comic book, and that's fine and all. But let's call a spade a spade. I just don't like doing that kind of stuff because it creates a more division than we need to. Because right now you guys are grifting. You guys are grifting. It was great because you were getting an audience, and gave you some money, but now that your audience is like, wait, hold on, what? Now you want to try to play victim, but you guys are in the wrong. Everybody's that's part of the Goonergate. You're in the wrong. Like it or not, you're in the wrong. You have to let people express themselves how they want to express themselves. People already told you what they don't want in video games. Like we need to go back to standards. Video games are supposed to be creative. Video games are supposed to be exciting, male fantasies or whatever. I'm sorry if you don't like that. It's a male dominant thing. You know what I mean? But most people who buy all this geek stuff is males, not females. That's just the truth. So what I don't like is a female coming in, because that this is another issue with Melody Mac, is that here comes a female coming into a male dominant thing, complaining about the sexiness of women, or and then trying to say that, oh, it's perversion or whatever. Okay, so when you married, so isn't what you're doing with your husband, even what you were doing with your husband, wasn't that perversion? Then y'all meet at a convention too. Isn't that nothing but perversion going on there? Since a lot of people dress up too, like you see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Just like you got John over here, you got another Christian person saying this message, but then revealing themselves as some weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like that furry Pokemon brony stuff. That's weird. That's weird and creepy, honestly, because you're thinking about fantasizing with animals, creatures. No, no, no. That's more Gooner than anything else. But hey, like I said, I just think it was wrong. I think they should apologize, and we can just settle this. Yes, we know you're grifting, and if people want to support you, that's fine. If they don't, that's okay. But stop doubling down. That's how I look at it. Don't double down on it. Leave it alone, and we're done. That's how I look at it. Um, just apologize, move on, and understand that if you're going to be in the geek nerd culture, that boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Um, I love my religion. I just hate how so negative towards it, and I hate when people like Melody Mac, John Delarose, and them use religion as like a no thing to try to tell others what they can and can't do, and that's not what I want from religion at all, because we've had that extreme religion throughout the 90s and the early 2000s is the reason why we don't see it often anymore. And that's the reason a breakup for the United States. But again, not going to get into that. But I'm just saying, let's not do this anymore. Let's end this Goonergate stuff. Like I said, apologize and remember, like, hey, you like things too, and let's not get caught up in hypocrisy because you want to try to do a own to your audience, just like the people on the other side be doing to us. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.